train you very effectively so that you will be able to do a good research and eventually you will be able to get your papers published in a good journal. And look at the title. Toward a holistic approach in academic research, data analysis and publishing. What does a beginner need to know? Beginner means you need to know. And this training will have several topics covered. And these are the topics. And the aim of the course is to build research abilities among postgraduate students on fundamentals of scholarly communication and scientific research. And our main objectives are to impart knowledge of the fundamentals of research and statistical analysis, to become proficient in the art and science of scientific writing and successful publications, to become familiar with the numerous steps involved in publishing research outcomes, to educate students on the most recent developments in the field of intellectual property rights, that is protection and patenting your research outcomes. So this particular training program will have several units where Unit 1 includes fundamentals of scientific research. What are the fundamentals? What are the goals of research? How to start the research and how to initiate the research proposals, how to write the research proposals, what are research gaps, what are research questions, what are divergent and convergent thinking, how to formulate aims and objectives, how to formulate a protocol, how to design a protocol, how to perform experiments, how to receive the data and analyze the data, how to write the results and the discussion, and how to come up with the conclusion based on the results, what you are going to have in your research, and how to publish it. So what are the fundamentals? The Unit 1 will cover. Then Unit 2, that will cover publication ethics, what you must do and what you must not do. Publication ethics. As a researcher, you can do anything but not everything. You can do anything but not everything. What are the limitations? What you can do and what you should not do. That will be covered in Unit 2, publication ethics. Then Unit 3. Unit 3 will include literature search and literature review. Before you start any kind of research, the first step in scientific research is performing a proficient literature search and a literature review. You might need to collect information through literature. What are the search engines available? What kind of search engine we can employ to get information among the existing literature. So Unit 3 will cover literature search and review. Look at this one. There are so many databases like Science Direct, JAN, PubMed Medline, MESH, Web of Science, BibliMed, Scopus, Google Scholar, Prof, InflipMed, and ZBMed, among others. So these are the things we are going to cover. Then Unit 4 will cover data analysis and statistical tools. Once you design your protocol, you will start doing the experiment. Once you complete the experiments, you will get the data, results. Once you get the data, you have to subject them for analysis using various statistical tests like parametric, non-parametric test, post-hoc analysis, that includes Dunnett's multiple comparison test, Dunnett's test, at least multiple comparison tests, bone Ferrani's test, among others. So how to analyze the data? Before you send your paper for publications, you need to analyze the data by employing various statistical tests. And what are the tools available? This is what we are going to cover in Unit 4. Okay, everything ready. Now your data has been analyzed and now you are ready with everything. Now you have to structure the manuscript, starting from title, then abstract, then introduction, then materials, methods, then results, then discussion, then conclusion, then acknowledgement, then conflict of interest, then references. So these all things you must do before you formulate your paper. And how to write abstract, how to write an introduction, how to write a discussion, what are the ways. This is what we are going to cover in Unit 5, structuring the scientific article and the scholarly communication. Scholarly communication means you have to communicate your research for publications. Then only the entire world will come to know what research you have performed and how it fits into the existing theory of knowledge and how it fills the gap of knowledge and what are the new findings that you have found within the limitation of your research, what you have performed at the Periyar Maniyamai. At the end of the day, you have to communicate your paper for successful publications. What are the easy ways to get your paper published in a good journal of international repute? So this is what we are going to cover in Unit 5. Then finally, Unit 6, intellectual property rights and funding. How to receive funding from various funding agencies nationally and internationally, because the institute will grow based on the fundings what they are going to receive. Every research what you are going to perform should be supported by either internal or external funding. That part we are going to cover in Unit 6, and not limited to, we are going to cover the patenting, importance of patenting, importance of intellectual property right, protection of your research. Everything we are going to cover, and this particular unit will be covered by Professor S. Kumaran, the Director of IPR, who is working at the Office of Research and Development of our university. So these are the total units we are going to cover, and this syllabus is specifically framed by considering the needs and the necessities of young minds like you. And this syllabus is framed by myself and Professor Kumaran, and we have spent a huge amount of time and invested huge amount of time in shaping and finalizing this particular syllabus for the entire PG students of Periyar Maniyamai Institute of Science and Technology, and it is the first time we have initiated to provide such kind of training to PG students like you. Every week, Wednesday, 11 o'clock, I will be coming here and we will be taking you through the basic concepts of scientific research and communication. Dear students, don't take it very lightly, and it is a very important training that you are going to have here at our university,